What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream, guys. And today we are going to talk about Aioz. Okay, so think about a YouTube, but that runs on a blockchain. All right, that should already blow your mind. And one of the original investors is actually Jimmy Donaldson, known as Mr. Beast. So everybody in the live stream, what's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever in the world it is that you're at. Welcome to the live stream, guys. And without further ado, we actually have Digital Native on the live stream with us, guys. So Digital Native, what's going on, man? Welcome to the live stream, bro.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's an honor to be here. Been watching your account for a while. I love it, man. So it's an honor to be here.
Appreciate it, man. So I actually found Digital Native, guys, and we hooked up because I was looking into Aioz, and he was actually one of the first channels that I actually saw, and I liked what he was talking about. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and invite him, and so we could actually get an Aioz live stream going on, and we could inform you guys on what is actually going on with this blockchain, this token, because it could possibly be a moonshot. All right, so we still do not know how it's gonna go, but it has a very solid team behind them and actual solid original investors. Okay, like I said, Mr. Beast being one of them. So Digital Native, you know, any do you want to give kind of like a synopsis of what Aioz is?
Cool, man. Yeah, so definitely pretty much what you got is, think of what you have with YouTube or Theta, right? So Theta, everybody's saying, oh, they're trying to copy Theta. That is not true at all. I would think of Theta as like half of the project, almost. I don't want to say incomplete because it has its niche. But when it comes to the decentralized world, right? So we have decentralized finance, which is finances that can't be brought back to one local, like one central figure. We don't really have a full network that does that with digital content streaming, content creation. So you have stuff like Theta, which is focused on streaming, decentralized streaming. But then when it comes to YouTube and hosting video and content creation and channels, just how we have, you can't really do that on Theta. Probably the next closest thing is something called D2, but they haven't really been able to gather the traction that would be needed. So think of Aioz as like a decentralized community platform, and it's not just digital content, which is what's crazy about it, is that it's actually going to be its own blockchain. So they have things lined up that are going to be like their own exchange coming up. Not only are you able to stream how you would with like Theta, but you're also going to be able to have like your own YouTube account. You know, they have, it's called Aioz Tube, which is, you know, pretty dope. I like it. And then they're also going to have a streaming platform. So think of like an HBO Max, a Netflix. We're going to be able to stream content with a paid subscription. So it's not just Theta, you know, like, yeah, there are similarities. You got the nodes, but the actual platform is a much fuller, well-rounded ecosystem than you would find in Theta. They're different niches. They could coexist. Yeah.
Very similar, but different at the same time. And what I like about them is that Aioz, guys, is you can actually earn tokens while you're watching videos, and also the content creators. All right. You will get paid, of course, in the Aioz tokens, but at the same time, you're still going to be able to get paid by the advertisements. So that is something that they're actually going to go ahead and be bringing. But guys, you know, I'm glad to have Digital Native on here with us right now. So I do have his YouTube that's actually pinned if you guys want to go ahead and subscribe. And I'll go ahead and bring up his channel as well later on at the end of the stream. But if you want to follow, guys, Digital Native, you can actually go ahead and hit the subscribe button right over here. Okay. And of course, you know, ring the bell at the same time, guys, as he has plenty of information on other cryptocurrencies, all right, and cryptocurrency news. Okay, so as you see, he's been talking about the Aioz whitelist, which we actually missed out because Aioz actually dropped at 15 cents. All right, and now Aioz has grown massively. So let me pull up CoinGecko right now, so you guys can see from 15 cents where it went at. All right, from the pre-sale, so we're looking at $1.82, and it has gone all the way up. I believe the all-time high was like around $2.40 around there. It was the all-time high for Aioz. And now that I started to dump, which is what we expected, now is actually when I'm starting to buy into Aioz more and more. I believe I bought in when it dropped down to like $1.60 or something right now at the moment. And it might dip some more. All right. So now that the people actually profited, you know, got their ROIs, now is a good time to actually keep an eye on the Aioz network. Digital Native, anything you want to say about that?
Man, I would love to say, maybe if you want to scroll down a little bit so we could look at the price, the overview.
Yeah, let me.
You see, with all these common pumps, man. Like when the moment these coins hit the market is never really the moment to get them. You know, maybe if you want to go just a little bit, you always want to give it a couple days to settle, where you kind of see what does the market decide the value of these what it's really going to be. You know, you have all the, like you said, all the initial investors that have dumped their bags, just wanted their profits. They're already 100x in the hole. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna cash out. So I really like that we didn't see it drop too much far below 150. You know, the market cap right now is resting at a pretty good place. I have it up here on my end. We're around 67 million, which is really not that much. For us to get to where Theta is from here, market cap wise, we would have to grow by 120x. So that means if you just put $1 here, by the time we get to where Theta's at, that $1 is 120. You know, so the multiplier effect for this to get any type of growth, even if we just triple 4x from here, which I think the product, there are coins, you know, the crazy thing is that there are coins in the top 100 that still don't have a working product. And here we have a working product with a very competitive niche that nobody has fully been able to capture yet. Theta's just starting to momentum. Yeah.
That's what I love about it, that it's not just a vision, it's actually in the works.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, I just wanted to go ahead and overview CoinGecko real fast. Okay, so you can actually see where this is going. Again, the pre-sales were at 15 cents. It rose up, I believe, the opening price. Let me look at the historical data. After the pre-sales, it went to $2.20. Okay, and then from there, right, we're seeing a dip all the way to $1.88 today, which was the open. All right, so we saw it dip. Now is a good time to keep an eye on it and see when you're actually going to go ahead and buy in. Currently is at $1.80. Now, the other thing, guys, that I want to go ahead and talk about is the original investors. I know you guys see that I got Mr. Beast on the cover. So, Alpha, what it is that you're talking about? Is this clickbait? It is not clickbait, okay? Actually, Jimmy Donaldson is one of the original investors for Aioz. And it makes me wonder, why did Mr. Beast, right, a native, and there's a question, why do you think Mr. Beast invested on Aioz but not Theta? And Mr. Beast, honestly, being what he got the YouTuber of the Year award, all right, and he is the biggest YouTuber really out there right now. Forget PewDiePie and forget all these other YouTubers, right? They're big, but I think we could all say hands down that Mr. Beast is number one right now. So why do we invest on Aioz but not Theta? It just makes me wonder.
Well, I think that one of the biggest things is that the amount of creativity that you could put into a YouTube video as to a Twitch video, which I'm just using them as comparative narratives. You understand? So I would say like Theta would be like a decentralized competitor to a Twitch, which would be a streaming. And that's really where Theta has captured their market audience, is in the game streaming platform. But you have the majority of YouTubers and people that want to create content, pre-recorded, do edited videos. I'm a content creator myself. And, you know, we work on documentaries. And if I'm not streaming a documentary, there's really no place for me in Theta. You know, you want a place that you can have a storage library. You know, these content creators that are getting paid revenue from ads on the content that they create, you know, that you want to log in and you want to see something that was streamed 3 days ago or just post content. Theta doesn't really have an environment for that. So I would see this as the decentralized version of YouTube, the decentralizalized option that YouTubers would have to go. Yeah, and
that's the reason why Mr. Beast probably already decided going to Aioz.
Super bullish. I love it. Yeah.
But at the same time, Aioz, they actually been working on this platform, I believe, for a little bit over 3 years now. And they do have a small development team. I believe it's around 30 engineers and blockchain professionals. And they've been working on this for 3 years. They're not even asking for any type of more investors or money. They already have all the funds that they need. They just need time to just work on this and be, you know, improving it, working on the bugs, the fixes, the patching, scalability issues, and to be getting it out there. But they have a very strong team behind them. So I think Mr. Beast, you know, being very smart, getting his hands in early into Aioz, investing his own money into it. And of course, I'm sure he wants to grow with the platform. I'm sure we should be seeing Mr. Beast's videos taking over Aioz in a very short time period. Okay, so what I want to go ahead and show is meet our early backers, guys. And this is coming from Aioz itself, okay? From medium.com, and in medium.com, you're able to find a lot of new projects in the cryptocurrency world, and not just cryptocurrency, but NFTs. So, guys, when it comes, let me go ahead and go up, right? So you can see what I'm talking about. It says Aioz Network, meet our early backers. So the first one I want to talk about is Bruce Pond, all right? And Bruce Pond is the founder of Ocean Protocol, a blockchain-based data exchange protocol that allows data to be shared and sold in a safe, secure, and transparent manner. He has helped build several startups all over the world and has worked in industry-leading companies in multiple capacities. Some examples including Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, Mitsubishi Corporation, Accenture, and DuPont. Okay, so I do not know who Bruce Pond is, guys. I have no idea who Bruce Pond is. All right. he has a good resume. I can tell you that much. And I'm pretty sure if I dig more into him, he's going to be a great entrepreneur, a business tycoon to be looking at. All right. But what caught my attention to the AIOS project is, of course, Mr. Beast himself. Now, Mr. Beast, which is crazy, is that Mr. Beast doesn't really invest and talk about cryptocurrency. He has talked about Bitcoin. He does support Bitcoin. And in the latest news, right, he was on what's his name of this Clubhouse meeting? Clubhouse, right? It's called Clubhouse.
Man,
he was on Clubhouse talking about Doge. Yeah, I think it was called Clubhouse. So he was on Clubhouse talking about Dogecoin and how he missed his window to invest in the Dogecoin and the millions of dollars he would have made. But he doesn't talk about cryptocurrency. However, he did go ahead and invest onto AIOS, and I found that to be very exciting. Usually, whatever Mr. Beast touches turns into gold, and he has very strong connections with Elon Musk as well, which I thought it was pretty funny. So Mr. Beast, Jimmy Donaldson, or Mr. Beast as well, all know him, is one of the biggest YouTubers in the world with more than 53 million subscribers and many millions more spread across his sub-channels. He is one of the most influential entertainers in the world. His talents and wits spread beyond the entertainment industry and into the world of philanthropy, where he invests in up-and-coming entertainers and startups. So, guys, why do I think Mr. Beast is very important onto AIOS, right? Because he has a following of 54 million subscribers. So you get all these subscribers and you spread the word on AIOS. Hey, catch my next video on AIOS, and you know one of the lucky comments is going to get $100,000 reward. You're going to see everybody flood into AIOS. But not just that. Imagine all the kids now watching these videos because they want to get paid to watch toys, to buy toys, to buy digital content, or just save money, whatever it is. We already have platforms that kids get on where they're able to earn, right, some type of token. So now imagine with AIOS, they're watching videos because that's what kids do all day, watch videos, right? And just earn tokens at the same time. That's insane, bro. And Mr. Beast could really make this happen. So I find that to be very, very interesting just to have Mr. Beast bringing his mass amount of subscribers and following onto the AIOS network. Daniel, and I would turns to gold. I should say diamonds.
Something I was going to add to that is you want to see. I think an issue that we have in like the crypto community is that we get hyped on crypto. You know, like we're so stoked about it. Like we see the word DeFi, crypto. You know, we're thinking amazing opportunity. We're thinking decentralization. We're thinking control of our own assets, our own content, our own creation. But a lot of the world still has a stigma of what is crypto. So what I love about the AIOS project is that you could be using it and be just how like the Brave browser. I'm currently on the Brave browser. People would not know that this is a blockchain-based browser that I'm on. Vive, I love that this channel is always doing breakdowns of Vive purchases. You're killing it with that. And what's so incredible about Vive and why they've captured such a large marketplace is that they've made DeFi, they've made NFTs, blockchain easy and accessible to everybody. That's where the money's at. You know, people trying to take you into liquidity pools and this and that to try to make all this money, where they don't realize you're blocking out 95, 99% of the whole market that just wants to watch a video on YouTube. They don't want to have to like plug in their wallet, do this and do that. And AIOS does such a beautiful, I think, job, such a crisp job. And you know, we'll see as they figure out the latency issues and things like that. It's a brand new beta project, but you go on there and you're not even aware that this is a blockchain based, its own blockchain video streaming platform. You know, and that's what I love about it.
That's very true. It's like AIOS is gonna be the hook, and then that hook brings people more into the cryptocurrency world, and that's the same thing that Vive is doing, right? With the digital NFTs. People don't know what the hell NFT is, but they're just onto Vive, especially in a year from now, they're going to be into Vive because they just want to see a cool augmented reality figure of Superman, you know, and then from there, they realize, okay, what is cryptocurrency and what is a token and what is a blockchain? What is an NFT? And then, you know, from there, they go ahead and get on. But what I like from Mr. Beast also is that he's bringing a young crowd, all right? Because most of Mr. Beast's audience is what, 13, 10 years old to like kids. 21, right? Middle
school, high school.
Yeah. But this is the new generation that we're actually pulling into cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is the future.
Yeah.
So I like that AIOS, yes, you're just having fun watching a video, but you're earning token, and they do not know that these tokens are actually cryptocurrency.
Yeah, exactly. And think of like the transcendence. I know now it became Vive for a second, but the transcendence of collectibles, you know, like back in the, you know, Native Americans, or we have ancestors that they would hand each other down memorabilia, stones or feathers or or things from our kitchen or our houses that we would pass on to each other as memorabilia. Then it became things from eras in our life as we became more and more developed. Then it became trading cards and, you know, Pokemon cards eventually. It became, you know what I mean? Like the evolution, the next step is digital. And that's what I love about AIOS. Imagine the streaming platform where you're getting paid for streaming and it's easy and user-friendly, you know?
Yes. So big potential for AIOS. Frankie, how to buy, bro? You could actually buy through Uniswap and PancakeSwap. We're going to get to that later at the end of the stream. I first want to talk about what this program is, all right? I don't want to tell you guys, hey, buy this, buy here, buy it now. Don't miss out. Moonshot 100 times. It's not about that, all right? I want to give you the information first. Crypto Ape, I like the fact that it is a decentralized YouTube. So Crypto Ape, you bring a great point, because something that me and Digital Native were talking before the stream is censorship. How would this apply with censorship? No idea. But at the same time, censorship, you know, not having censorship is good and is bad. So there's two sides to it. And we're going to talk about this some more. Now, guys, going back to what I was showing you guys, the original investors, right? Just touching up real quick on these last two. Cardia Chain. Cardia Chain is a blockchain-based platform focused on interoperability. It provides hybrid blockchain solution infrastructure for organizations, including enterprises and governments in Vietnam and other countries in Southeast Asia. So you already know, guys, Cardia Chain, all right, they're already masters at blockchain. And same thing with Bruce Pond. All right. So we're seeing blockchain already being mentioned several times. And then last but not least, big media, which is just overall investors that they're talking about. And here it says, when we say big, we mean it. Several companies from traditional and new media have invested in AIOS. This is extremely important for the project on many levels, with the monetary investment being the least important of them. They will bring new DApps, new users, and access to completely new demographics for AIOS. Crypto will finally be mainstream. I love it. That big media is like a big question mark. It's like they have great stuff on the works that they're just keeping under wraps, right? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, man.
Got a lot of good things AIOS wants to do. So yes.
Yeah.
So now Crypto Ape, besides streaming, right, they're gonna have their own like YouTube content, and then also I believe a TV, right? They're working on that as well. The Digital Native,
they're working on a streaming platform. So all the specifics of that, like you said, are kind of, it's still kind of in the wraps. But the idea that you would have a premium paid subscription to decentralized content would be, I love it. Nobody else has done it yet. You know, nobody else has done it. When Netflix did it, they thought it would go down. And I think then you start getting to the factors that differentiate it from Theta. A lot of people are saying, oh, they copied Theta. When you actually open up the app, you realize you're like, wait a second, like this is literally the other 2/3 of Theta. You know, Theta has the streaming, but here you have the premium paid platform that eventually is going to be rolled out. You have the YouTube gallery, you have your own YouTube store, your own ability to post your own content, the AIOS tube. And then you're going to have a blockchain that you could eventually build games on. And then who knows if the games that you're developing on these apps, like a stream or something, you're going to be able to stream your own gaming experiences from AIOS directly. So it's a lot more than what people have really put out to be.
Digital Native. So right here, what we're looking at right now, right? This is actually all the nodes that are currently running.
Yes.
That's
awesome. So they're now, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if that's a live one or if that's just like a placeholder that they have there. But the idea is like, I currently have mine open, and every couple minutes I'll get something pull up into the registry, and it'll just load up like, bam, I know I just did a job. You know, just kind of how like if you've ever run the Theta node, it'll kind of give you an assignment and you're running that assignment for like a day. Here it comes more like in micro tasks where you're running quick and back and forth connections. Or are you sharing my screen right now?
Yeah, I just shared your screen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me go ahead. No, you're good, man. Let me go ahead and pop it up. Am I good right now? Cool.
Yeah. All right, Native, explain what we're looking at for the ones that are just viewing and don't know what that is.
Okay, so this is the node running the AIOS network. Okay, so right now, like let's say I click on here, you know, it's still gonna say, it says they'll be available pretty soon, but I'm already running it on the standard features. So there's certain different ways that you could run your personal node. It's a lot more customizable. I actually have right now the Theta node up and running as well. And I put it up, I had it running since the beginning of this video just for like demonstration purposes. So I'm already at a 0.0014 with Theta Fuel. Here, there's not really a lot of customization you could do. They pretty much give you an assignment. This one's called folding at home, and it's about a day and a half job that they gave my computer. So I have that running. What's cool about the node is that you could customize different parts of how you want to lend your computer to the network. Just how when you're running the blockchain, and you're lending your computer for computations, and if you're mining Ethereum, this is that same mining concept where you're lending your computer to the network. But here, it's instead of it being through blockchain and transactions, you're doing it for the content creation and the delivery of it, and the storage. So how YouTube has like a centralized storage location for all their content, here content is going to be stored among networks and networks of computers. It's pretty crazy. So you could decide how you lend your computer. I could either lend my bandwidth, right? I could lend the hard drive space on my computer. And I would imagine right now it's only running off my SSD, which is not much. But I would imagine when they customize and take it to the next, when they take it out of the beta, you're going to be able to assign another hard drive to it, and you could pretty much just allocate whole hard drives to storing data for the network. And then here you have the transcoding, which is going to be the uploading and downloading of content on the platform. So there's different ways to lend your computer to it. It's pretty awesome, actually, and it's so simple. Yeah.
What is the last one? I know you said bandwidth. You said storage, and which is the last one?
So this is transcoding. So a lot of times when you're uploading stuff, your content, your computer has to actually process it. Your computer has to like digest that information. So bandwidth would be more like direct internet to the connection to the internet, as to where transcoding is like the deciphering of that information, the breaking down, the making sense of it.
Okay, now out of those three, is there one that actually pays you the most? Or would they all pay the same?
To be honest, I don't know. I think right now the only one, because you don't really have customizability options right now. Everything is still the beta mode. I'm only running the storage one. And that's where I'm getting, this has probably been running for about 2 days, and I'm getting 0.66 of an AIOS.
And guys, just to let you guys know right now, you can go ahead and get the node. It is in beta, and you will actually receive test tokens. Those test tokens right now, I believe they're not worth anything right now at the moment, since it is in the beta stages. Okay.
Is my screen still up?
Let me go ahead and pull it up. Go ahead.
Yeah. So look, you're right here on the website. You just literally click on download node on the top of the website, and you could go ahead and be part of the network, man. And that's it. It's so simple, super simple.
When is this expected to actually go live? So actually people could
they have not released a date yet. Now they haven't released a date, but there's certain things that they've kept kind of going back and forth on, and now they're more solid on. Was originally, if you were running a node while it was still testnet, the coins were like illegitimate. You weren't going to get anything. But now they're saying, hey, if you've been running it for the testnet, we're going to compensate you. They haven't specified how they're going to do the compensation.
Because I was on the Telegram group, and I know they were saying they weren't. So now they're saying they will compensate.
So now they say that they want to compensate early adopters of the platform. So they haven't specified. They've been very vague with how they're going to do it. But if you see here the sample that they have running, which is ideally how it's going to look, you could have options to either pump up your bandwidth, how much bandwidth you want to lend, how much storage you want to facilitate, what part of your CPU or GPU you want to use. And you could ideally be running multiple aspects of it at the same time. So this is just the beta. You know what I mean? This is kind of like where Vive's at right now in its infancy. You know what I mean? Like, so I love it, dude. I think it's dope. I'm getting here at least in testnet,
No, it's awesome. And the good thing is that, once again, guys, this is something that is in the beta stage, right? So we're catching a project that's actually early on in the stages. Right, that's the good thing about it. Just like Vivi, I brought to you guys Vivi, and I say, hey man, this is a solid project, but it's not just a vision like Cardano. Cardano, for example, is just visionary right now. They actually have something in the works.
Right? I love is that they're confident in the project, man. Because a lot of projects that have kind of been dormant, they were waiting to raise 500 million or 100 million, IDO or pre-sale. They hardly raised anything pre-sale, man. I think they only raised, how much was it right here? They raised what, $255,000, 1 million private sales. That's nothing. They just wanted to get out and be part of the market, man. So I appreciate that, and I think they'll grow a lot quicker because they allowed themselves to go under that burden. It's just a matter of how quick they can roll out. Yeah,
they said it. I forgot what's the name of the founder, but he said it. We don't need any more money. We're just trying to go ahead and work on this. So they did go ahead and say that. Now, One second, guy. 1 second, digital native, because all minds here are respected, right? So Julian Styles here is saying, if you want to waste your money, invest in Aioz. Laugh my ass off. Anything copying something else will fail. Look at all the Uber copycats. Okay. So I believe, you know, what Julian is referring to is, of course, Theta. It's like I said, you know, that's the number one shot that we're gonna get into is into Theta, and I'm pretty sure he's trying to compare him to Theta. So how would you like to answer him?
Well, I would say
we already covered this since the beginning of the stream.
Well, I would say, first of all, copycats don't always fail, and secondly, this isn't a copycat. And I can tell you, you got Burger King, you got McDonald's, you got Pepsi, you got Coke. You know, you got 30 different brands of root beer. I don't know if you were around. I don't know how old you are, but before Facebook, there was this thing called MySpace. And in the middle, for a short little time, there was this thing called Tumblr that existed. And then now there's
I think it was something called Black Book back then too.
Yeah, Black Book. Like I that's even before my time. You know what I mean? So if it copies it, they're all different, but this is not a copycat. And I think that's where maybe you've been in, and that's why we haven't bashed Theta. I think Theta is a solid project. We're not here to bash it. Just how YouTube and Twitch each have their own marketplace, I would find those more comparable than a copycat. Theta, show me the video library where you could upload content and have it there while you're not streaming. Show me the paid subscription content, the plan to release paid subscription where you could download videos and stream Justice League, you know, in 5 months. So those are the type of things that make this a different project. So I think there's a potential opportunity here. I think there's marketplace. Before YouTube, you had, I forgot the one that this guy Mark Cuban made. He had a streaming platform. You had E-Bombs World. You had then later on came YouTube. There was about 4 or 5 different streaming platforms competing for that location. Friendster, yeah, that's another one. You know, so I would say, first of all, it's not a copycat, and second of all, it's a different platform. You know, and there's enough market share for all of us.
It is. It's very different. Yeah. It's like I said, guys, you're going to be able to earn tokens from this, just from watching, just from creating content. And as well, it is different from Theta, as Theta that, you know, it's mostly for just streaming. So it is different. And okay, so either way, like I said, I just wanted to go ahead and quickly answer that because I don't mind answering different mindsets.
And I would say also, if I could just jump in real quick, you want to be careful you're not too emotionally attached to any coin. You know what I mean? Like just how we're talking about Aioz from the beginning, we're not like, I'm not married to this coin. I'm not married to this project. I, as an unemotional person, like I'm not a financial advisor. This is something we're talking about. Like, man, this is a hobby we both have picked up. We've done financially well in it. I've learned that the more financially invested I've been, the more emotionally invested I've been into projects, the worse it became for me. So I know there's a lot of people that are like Theta to the moon. There's people like that about every occultic coin. You got Polkadot, you got Cardano. I would say, bro, the moment you get your emotions override the idea that there's other people out there working just as hard, if not harder, is where you start losing your step in this market. You don't want to be married to these coins. You want to. Yeah. Sorry.
No, good. No, I love that you said that because something about you know the people that be on my live stream is that I always tell them that, guys, go ahead and diversify because you know at first I was talking about Dogecoin, and then when I started talking about something else, I got a lot of haters that they were like, why are you talking about another cryptocurrency? Why are you no longer talking about Dogecoin? It's because, guys, you got to diversify. I'm here at the end of the day to make bank, and I want you guys to do the same thing. All right, so and I've always said this: we're not loyal to Dogecoin. I don't pledge Dogecoin. All right, we're not just loyal to Dogecoin, guys. Diversify. Or
Dogecoin.
Yeah, or Dogecoin.
You just gotta throw it out.
It is your pockets. All right. There's no loyalty, guys. Make your bank, and if it's time to sell, and you see a better project, go ahead and move on. Right. But always diversify. Don't just stick all your eggs in one basket. And that's something, man, Native, that I've been telling to my community, man, since day one, man. There is streamers out there that they're still talking about Dogecoin, and every day is Dogecoin, right? And I hate it because it's like, guys, if I talk to you here only about Dogecoin, I'm doing you guys a big disservice.
You're missing the market.
Yes, I don't want to be at the mountain top by myself. I want all of you guys to be at the top of the mountaintop with me. So definitely, man, you hit that there on the money. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the roadmap, okay, for Aioz. Let me go ahead and pull that up. I already have it up here.
That was a good question about I concern about Theta, though. I'm not trying to bash it, you know, the person that put that. It's just the truth, you know, and you know, especially it's very easy to get emotional attachments to coins when you get that pump blood, you know, when you put in You know, like I got it with Eternity recently. Like, man, I got into that thing like at $4 or $5, bro, and rode that thing up to like 60, 70. You're like, whoa, I love this coin. It's never coming down. And, you know, my mind told me, like, my emotions were like, yo, ride it till like 400, you know, like that's it. And then, but my mind and my rationality was like, take profits, man. And the next thing you know, it dumped to like 40, 30 something now. So rationality will always override your emotion in this market.
That's very true. So you jumped out the train right on time.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, I don't want to pull up the roadmap. Let's pull up the metrics for the token actually first. It's everybody now on the live stream pretty much knows what AIOS is about. One of the last questions here. I am JD. Did Mr. Beast invest in AIOS? Yes, he did. We already did speak about that. Mr. Beast, Jimmy being one of the original investors. Okay, so if you want to know more about that, JD, you have to catch the stream from the beginning. All right. But yes, Mr. Beast did go ahead and invest, and we already spoke about the original investors was one of the first things that we actually spoke about. So let me pull up the token metrics here, and then we could talk about the roadmap. Okay, let me keep going down over here. Token metrics. There you go. You want to go ahead and touch up on this, Native?
Yeah, man. Let's go for it. So the total supply is going to be 1 trillion. Maybe if you want to just scroll down a little bit more. We're looking at a total supply of 1 trillion out there, right? So the public sales was I'm just kind of going to read it off of there because it's just kind of straightforward. The public sales was 255,000, private sales 1 million, initial market cap was 603. We're already about 100x from there. So we're already around 60 million. So just think about that. Those that got in pre-sale, they're already at 100x. So they're taking their profits, and not 100%, 100x. So just think about that. And when if you jump into this coin, you want to know these numbers so you're not surprised with price fluctuations. Because there's people already 100x. So if you jump in now, don't be surprised if you drop another 30 cents. Expect for the next week or two price fluctuations on this coin. You know, like I would say cross average in. I know I heard you already bring that up. So it's like you want to cross average in. Don't go all in. So we have private sales then with initial market cap. The initial token circulation is 40,250,000, which is where we're at around now. So the private sales was 7.3%, public sales 1.7%. Now this is where you want to be a little careful. Team is allocated.
One second. The market cap is the total supply is actually 1 billion, right?
The total supply of AIOS right now?
Yeah.
No, it's not 1 billion.
It's 1 trillion. Let me go and zoom in.
The total market, the market supply is 906. They have a crazy number. Yeah, it's 1 trillion. But the market supply that they're showing on CoinGecko is like 966,660. It's not a nice number if you're a Christian, but it's just 966666666.
Yeah,
so,
I see that.
Yeah. So, but I think I'm not sure exactly what happened. I don't know if there was like a burn or anything, but here they do have 1 trillion. You know, but what I was getting to is like if you scroll down a little bit, go to the sales stages keep token allocations at the top if you don't mind, and let's scroll down a little bit on the screen that's shared. Okay, so the vesting schedule, this is where I want you guys to look at. So the team has 25% of all the coins, right? Ecosystem growth, which is solid, 53%, which means that you can't even buy all the coins now. Those are coins that are going to be used over the next several years to give you those rewards while you're watching, those rewards for running the nodes, those rewards for posting content. So I love that they allowed so much for the future of the project. You know, so they do say that there's a 9% inflation growth every year that's going to happen. So that means that they're going to be releasing more coins into the economy, which is going to happen naturally. But this is the part. So team, after 6 months cliff, you have 8% unlocked every month thereafter. So for 6 months, the coins can't be sold by the team. That means 25% of the coins cannot be sold. But after 6 months, which puts us in around October, you might see a selling off of some sort. Now, so that means the next 6 months could be extremely bullish, but you're gonna start having coins be unlocked. So if we get a lot of traction by then, that's not going to affect a lot. And if they are true believers in the content, in the platform, they're not going to sell all their coins till they hit a good number. You know what I mean? So then you have the advisor after 3 months as well. They're going to unlock 8% every month thereafter. And then the marketing 10% unlock upon exchange listing. So today we got listed on Gate.io, I think it was. And so be expecting some.
Get out today. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they just got listed on another exchange, which is awesome. And so these are the things you want to be. If you're investing in this coin, you're going to put a big chunk of your portfolio. You want to know these numbers so you're not in shock. Like this is what happened with Eternity. Like a lot of people were in shock. Like, man, why is it that the even though the market cap is staying the same, the price is dumping? And it's because they were releasing coins every Monday. So that's why every Monday at the beginning of every week, you'll see Eternity start taking a little bit of a dip. So just be aware of these numbers. I have seen a lot more aggressive and scarier holding periods, where it's like 3 months and then they dump. But I have seen also a lot better, so it's an average, but if it just depends on, I guess, on how they're going to be performing, where we are, if we're in a bear market or not by then. But that's a little bit of it.
So touch up again here where it says team and advisor, right? Where it says team 6 month. And touch up on those two again one more time.
Okay, so if you scroll up, can we scroll up and see the percentage allocation again? So we have there, the marketing is going to get 5%. I'm sure on top of that it says, I can't see here, but it says okay, the team gets 25%. That means a quarter of all the coins are locked up with the team. That's their salary, their percentage of Aioz, correct? So after 6 months,
where are you getting that number at? Hold on. Let me slow you down.
It says it right there, team token allocation.
Okay.
You scroll down, it says team 25%.
Okay, I see. Okay, right here. Okay.
So 25% of the 1 trillion coins are allocated to the team. So that's like what, like 250 billion coins?
Yeah, 150 billion, yeah.
Yeah. So that's allocated to the team. So after, they can't sell those yet, but after 6 months, every month after that, they're going to be releasing 8% of those coins. So you might see a gradual decrease in profits being taken. But if we have guys like Mr. Beast, they bring in all their friends, they're producing content, we're doing online. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but like online, streaming online Pokemon battles, League of Legends, we get into, that whole world. Like that's not going to be anything. It won't be affected to us. That what we need to look at and what we need to be kind of crossing our fingers is that they're able to get some sort of mainstream attraction, because these numbers are not bad. I have seen worse where they're releasing, 50% of all the team allocation in the first 3 months. Those coins I will always stay away from. It's not healthy, at least until after the initial dump. So it's an average. It's a good allocation. It's just going to be interesting to see where we are in 6 months and how they're going to handle that.
Okay, and then so that's a 6 month, right? That they'll be releasing. Yeah. And then the advisor, and then is 3 month. Explain this one, the advisor one.
So the advisor 3 months cliff, which means after 3 months, which I think started like last week, they're going to be able 8% of all their token, 8% unlocked per month of their 5%.
Okay, 5%. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm understanding how this is rolling out.
Yes.
Now, mind you guys, these numbers are pretty big, but this does become mainstream, like Native is saying, we're talking about millions and millions of users earning tokens and content creators as well. So that's why I do see the numbers big, but if this is something that does go mainstream, it could really go ahead and take off.
And I do personally think a lot of our alt cycle is going to happen within the next 4 months. So I think I feel comfortable with those numbers because I think that still gives us a big window of 6 months to get our gains in there. Okay, right now we're resting at like 60 million. This coin, and I would say like conservatively, I think could hit 100, a billion, maybe 2 billion, and it would still only be like 1/6 of the Theta market cap. If we tap into even half of the Theta market cap, we're looking at a $6 billion coin. That would put us, I'm not even sure what's that from here. Like I don't want what, let's say, bro, almost like 100 and something X just from here, man. You know what I mean? So we're looking at crazy numbers if this thing starts getting to the billions of market cap.
Yeah, no, let's see how it goes. It definitely has potential, and I could see it climbing up, especially with the investors and the team behind it. So now that we covered, a little bit of the tokens, let me read some of these comments. What 666? Yeah, not Christian. We already touched about that.
I know, man. I had to pray about like, God, do you want me in this? I was like, yeah, God likes games,
But listen, that's just conspiracy. We all love.
Bro, you're funny. I like that guy, bro. Daniel, you're funny, man. Hey, you have a biblical name.
Joe Blow, I like when Alpha gets drunk. He's more fun. Listen, is this coffee or is this not coffee? I don't know. Right. But honestly, I'm not drinking right now because I need to go ahead and focus. All right. That's really.
I think they're telling you something
right now. Yes. So, okay. Let me make sure I'm not missing any more comments here that I want to go through. Competing with Theta and soon to dominate YouTube, Mr. Beast invested on Aioz. Yes, he did. Okay. So you see, okay, so our look, he has this question. It says billion supply instead of trillion, right? When we're looking at the numbers, let me show you this, right? Because to me, it looked
the token paper.
It did look like it said billion to me, and that's why I stopped you there. I wanted to go ahead and clarify that. Let me look at the metrics again. Okay, is my screen showing there? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my apologies. Yeah.
So yeah, it is billion.
Billion.
Okay. So that's why I stopped you there, because I believe I saw billion, and I'm like, wait, I said, let me make sure these metrics are running right. So it is billion. All right. So that sounds way better than the trillion mark. Right. But now the market circulation, looking at CoinGecko, and thanks for that hour.
Yes,
I want to go back on that. And I get confused all the time with numbers, man. I have messed up on one of my good streams, one of my good videos. I messed up on the numbers because, man, we see so many digits that we get all wrapped up into it. So the circulating supply right now, right, that's out currently, it's only 38 million. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
And the market cap at $69 million. Mm-hmm. Okay. So there it goes. So then as they keep releasing, right, and every year for inflation, the team and the advisor keep releasing, then the circulating supply is going to keep on increasing, which actually is not even a billion. You see, the max supply is actually 966 million instead of the 1 billion. So there it goes. So within inflation, the members, the team, the advisors, then we'll have that number keep growing. Okay, Mr. Beast must invest in Dogecoin. Head to the moon. Okay, so let me go ahead now and share the roadmap. Where is the roadmap at? There you go. Okay, so guys, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, right? It all means 3-month periods of time. Q1, right, which basically it just passed. AIOS Edge nodes improvements, performance statistics, multiple operators, AIOS Blockchain Explorer upgrades, analytics, and visualization. Okay, so they already surpassed the Q1, and I love the roadmap because it actually guides us on where this project's actually headed to. So right now, guys, we are in Q2, right, which is April. WebRTC streaming enabled in Edge nodes, AIOS WebRTC video player, and smart routing for Edge nodes. Q3, which is going to be great, which is live streaming support. So that's actually going to go ahead and take place, because right now we have the AIOS tube, but we do not have the live streaming as of yet. So live streaming will come in Q3. Now, Pandora did put a comment out there saying that the AIOS tube is a little bit laggy. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, right? But I think it's lagging because since they're just test tokens and more people have yet still to be involved in this project, I think it'll become less laggy as they're actually able to receive actual incentive, right? Which will be the AIOS token.
And I would say laggy compared to what? Because if you're comparing it to YouTube, it's a little laggy. But if you're comparing it to Theta, it's not that much of a difference, honestly. Like if you, I don't know if you ever tried to go on Theta Network or Theta TV and watch some of the streaming, I could pop it up right now and I can show you guys, but it is always some sort of lagging going on there as well. So it is a little laggy, but I agree with you. Once they start letting the nodes run and people know like, hey, there's actual incentive for giving your computer to the network, I really think we're going to see this thing go to another level.
Yes. Okay. So Joe Blow, this crap is going to be 10% inflation. Wow, damn, 10%. How much was the inflation rate again? Was it 8%?
Bro, I think the American dollar inflated more this year than it has in the last 150 years.
No, it did. It's crazy.
So like,
the amount of money stimulus checks. It was crazy. Yeah. But guys, you got to keep in mind, right? This is going to be a worldwide blockchain for streaming videos. Just think about YouTube, right? Just put it at that level. The masses this could reach is actually pretty crazy. And just think about inflation of the US dollar, man.
And I'll say what I was gonna say is the use case for the reason why we see so much heat around these decentralized communication is I think we saw a taste of that. And I'm not going to get political or anything, but let's talk about this last election cycle and COVID and the whole thing, right? You had people that, you know, I have friends that were posting things and then they were getting shut down, or people that you know, I did a stream, for example, not a political, I do online events. I have a marketing company. So I was doing an online streaming event and we were recording. This was actually for a church. It was for a nonprofit. We're doing an online event, right? So we had pre-recorded content of like sets of people talking and worship sets, and YouTube took down our streams over and over and over. Even though we put pre-recorded and the whole shebang, we were continuously getting taken down. So as a use case for, hey, I need to have the freedom to post content and tell the story. I think this last election cycle, and I know it might be different parts of the world, the majority of people were getting their content and information from things that were not mainstream media. So people are tired of being told like, hey, you could watch this, you can't watch this, you can't, you know, controlling as people want a wider frame of life, it becomes harder and harder to control that frame that you could see life when you have decentralized platforms like this, that it's not one person saying, I don't like that, delete, you know? So the use case, these times that we're going into, is we're talking about decentralized communication happening between countries, between people. I've done trips out to Ethiopia to record documentaries, and there's certain countries that you have to go with VPN to access the internet, because if they see a local IP address, you can't even get on YouTube in some countries in Africa because they're blocked by the country. So these decentralized networks are going to see more and more use case as we start seeing more upheaval in the political world, in the financial world. There's that need for the people controlling the network of what they see, what they hear, and what they learn. And that's yeah.
No, go ahead. Finish off. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and I think that's what our generation we haven't fully tapped into, because we've been very blessed, I think, compared to a lot of previous generations. You know, poverty, I think, in America is like Jordans and an iPhone. You know what I mean? But as we start seeing, you know, like more turbulence or things happening in the world, and bigger tech, you know, I have friends that have had e-commerce stores that get taken down because Facebook doesn't like, or content or ads that can't be ran because Google doesn't like what they're, you know, pretty much I don't know, who knows what it is, you know, whatever it is that day or that week that is censored. Exactly. Yes. Too much censorship. You open up the use case, and that's human nature, is to be free. Like, I love your channel, Staying Alpha. And that's what I think what makes man is like this innate alpha, like no one can control me. And that's what the whole use case for decentralized anything is. So when people come saying, oh, Theta's going to whoop this, like, dude, you don't understand. Like, we're talking about the future of communication. Like, you want these to succeed, because these are going to be our means of communication if censorship increases.
And it is. And censorship just keeps on increasing, right? Putting restrictions on basically on an expressions and freedom of speech. Yeah. But one thing that I want to touch on is inflation, right? Guys, let me tell you something. You know, I read a lot of books on YouTube, and YouTube by the year 2023, and I believe this study was conducted in 2019. So from 2019 to the year 2023, I believe they were expecting 1 billion more people to get involved into YouTube and actually open YouTube accounts. So just think about those numbers. 1 billion more people jumping into YouTube from now to the year 2023. Yeah. So those inflation rates, when you talk about 1 billion more people jumping in, doesn't mean much. And now you hit it on a good point, right? These are the countries. Let's just throw, I don't know, let's just throw Ethiopia, right? Like
India, China,
India, right? They were about to ban cryptocurrency. Russia was about to ban cryptocurrency. But let's say Russia, right? Russia bans YouTube. Then this being decentralized, it kind of puts like a whole other runaround to be able to access this, because it is decentralized. So I'm not sure how that works, right?
You can't go to Google headquarters and burn down everything hosted on Google. That's why Google has backups. If those hard drives that store all the data get burned down, we're done. This you can't, because it exists in all of our computers.
Exactly.
Just like the blockchain.
Once something is inserted in a blockchain, it can no longer be removed. But yes, guys, from here to 2023, YouTube was expected to have 1 billion more people get onto the YouTube platform. So now with decentralization, blockchain becoming bigger and bigger than what it is now, guys, from the year 2023, the inflation rate for this software is really very minimal.
And inflation is healthy, guys. Inflation is healthy. Just how when your body grows, you need to intake more food. You know, when you're working out and you're gaining more muscle, you need to increase the amount of calories that are coming into your body. The reason why inflation, the natural use of inflation, not when you start running, talk to me, big dog. We'll get into that right now. Inflation happens. It's natural economies. Now, if you're looking for pumps, like you just want to get up, you want the 100x and you want to get out, the earliest way to get that was already missed. You know what I mean? Like that was the IDO, right? But we're talking about a long sustainable growth that you're going to be accumulating coins as it happens. You're running nodes. We're talking about wealth here. We're not talking about get rich schemes. The majority of people I know that have ever tried get rich schemes are poor. The poorest people are always talking about the get rich quick schemes. That's why they're poor. People that have the long run, they're talking about an ecosystem that will be sustainable 10, 15 years from now. That's what I want to invest into. And that's where my wealth is coming from. Yes, I delight in the pump just like anybody else, but the hard caps are put on a lot of these coins without deflation. Like they have the deflationary mechanisms because there's really no use case. So your incentive for buying the coin, like I'm not trying to bash anybody here, but we've made money. We've all made money on Doge. Like Doge, you know what I mean? There's a little bit of inflation. Now, one of the big talks is they want to put a hard cap on the number. Why do they want to do that? To pump the price. So it'll be adopted as a currency that started off as a meme. Yeah, I don't think it'll happen. But that's what I'm saying. The whole point of putting a hard cap on things, why it's so finite, is like things of storage of value like Bitcoin and gold. And well, even gold has inflation because they're finding more and more of it every day.
A hard cap with those would definitely go ahead and pump it up, but then it would just ruin the coin at the end of the day. But yes, you did go ahead and hit a good point. Now, going back to the roadmap, I don't want to try to get deterred so much. If you're looking at Q4, right, what do they mean by NFTs on AIOS? Any idea?
Yeah, there's going to be incentives. Like I said, when you ask questions on the chat, they're very like, and guys, we would tell you guys the best way to get advice is always going to be join the Telegram, ask them directly. What I've picked up on from asking questions is that there's going to be rewards for using the platform and for lending your computer to the nodes. There'll be NFT like payouts and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Okay. I'm excited for the decentralized exchange that they have in Q4. Because it'd be cool if this becomes like a launch pad, for video games. Who knows where they're going to take it?
And okay, that was going to be my second to go to. But now, when it comes to NFT, I think about like crypto.com, for example, how crypto.com started releasing NFTs, right, for the members and stuff like that. So that's the way I'm seeing it, as some type of incentive reward program, just like how you said.
For lending your computer.
Yes, the AIOS decentralized exchange. What is that? I have no idea what it is that they're talking about.
We've asked, and every time we've asked, it's like more to be announced. Now, if AIOS is watching this, what I would like to see is a launch platform for other gaming, for games, for other platforms, for use cases that we could see build the ecosystem. Just how Steam has like all the games built into it, right? You have Steam, that the games are built into it, and you could stream directly from there. I think that would be such a smart way to take it. Like you have crazy defense heroes, all these coins with actual like tokenomics that you could then use and cash out on Sandbox, all these places, Mana from Decentraland. I think a smart way to do it is like, if they mix it with their ecosystem where they try to take on like kind of that streaming marketplace with games that are launched straight from beta here. So who knows where they're going to take it? Maybe it'll be a launch platform. Maybe it'll be just a swap where you could go from AIOS. I would like an AIOS directly to USDT or USDC where I could just go straight to my funds in my wallet. So they haven't really released a lot, but those are just some routes I would take it personally.
And I'm pretty sure they have some type of app, right? Probably for your phone, ready to be downloaded. That'll be great if they do somehow.
I haven't seen that yet. No, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, because that's something that has to happen if they want it. If they want this to go ahead and blow up like YouTube, because most of the viewers really come from cell phones now.
Yeah.
So I wonder when that's going to go ahead and take place. Now, last but not least, I want to go ahead and open up the AIOS tube before we talk about how to buy this token on PancakeSwap and Uniswap. You want to open it up on your end?
Yeah. I'll go ahead. I'll pop it up right here.
Try accessing the website. Cuba.
The what?
No,
where is it? I lost it.
But when I watch, let me tell you something. From Cuba, right? I know Cuba has a lot of restrictions, but that's where Starlink comes into play, and you need to go ahead and buy Starlink, all right? Which Elon Musk basically just launching satellites, all right, to change the way of the internet. So with this little satellite, you could go ahead and
saw me right now.
In any type of urban areas.
Man, where is the AIOS dot? Hold on, I can't. For some reason, it's not popping up.
Yeah, if you scroll down, you'll see it. The little.
I know it was popping up. It wasn't popping up right there. I'll just go back to the.
Isn't it AIOS .tube?
This could go on. This could go on the bloopers reel right here. AIOS.tube. Yeah. Now, something that I wanted to do a comparison on, because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's really slow," but I just want to I want to defeat that really quick by let's click something here. Right now I'm on the Theta.tv, right? Let's just click on something.
Just lower the volume from there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just lower the volume.
There's buffer nonstop with some of these streams. You know, they are a lot quicker. They do get into it, but you do have buffer. And I've been on, like I was on earlier today, and I couldn't even get any of the videos to load. So it does have. This is my personal platform. I haven't uploaded anything yet, but you do have the YouTube aspect, and eventually you will be able to add. You know, you have premium content that you'll be able to purchase. You know, let's go ahead and do this. Now, the cool thing is I can't see because my camera's in the way, but you see how quick it loaded? It really wasn't that bad.
Yeah, just lower the volume. Take the volume off.
So it's good content. Now, you see here my rewards. Do you see on the bottom where I'm highlighting? Okay, so works super nice, super seamless experience.
How much rewards are you getting that for? That's just for you viewing this video, right?
Yeah, so for this video, there's a total. Oh my gosh, I keep lowering it and it keeps popping up. So for this video alone, it'll tell you how many rewards are available per video, and you get paid per ad that you see. And then once it's done, it comes up here to the top. You'll be able to see like your total revenue so far.
That's something that's interesting. So you actually get paid for the ads that you see, not the video.
Yeah. And I think it's really cool. Like the ads that they have, like they have Bulgari, they have some pretty cool, like actual brands, you know what I mean? And they're like high-end brands. Like this is a watch brand.
I see that. I was just seeing that. I was like, wow, they actually have good advertisements on there right now.
You know, so look, I'm going to let this run right here, run the course, and you're going to see the reward pop up right here. Bam. So that you see there came the reward. So now they stay on. As long as you're watching the video, you're getting the rewards. Bam. There's another one right here. And then they have like the YouTube option where after 5 seconds you could skip it. And then I would like to see with the premium that you don't get.
So that's already like 25 cents already that you got right there.
Exactly. Just from that.
Yeah. Which those right now are still test tokens.
But yes, they're saying they might give you some incentive, you know, so who knows how they're going to take it. But I like it. As a content creator, I'm going to start putting content on here pretty soon.
Yeah, no, same thing here, because it's like I said,
that should be you right here. Staying alpha. That's your Comey. That should be you right there, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on it. I already see some familiar faces there, some people that actually get on YouTube. But yes, once Mr. Beast starts announcing this, guys, it's gonna go ahead and blow up. I really do think so.
I want to show you guys something here with Theta, right? Like, let's look how this thing started over time, man. It started at the same price, bro. But what is the market cap? Same as well, 1 billion, right? So started off around $2, and bam, where are we right now? $12.
Theta is 1 billion as well. Can you zoom in on it? We can't see.
Let me see if I could zoom in here.
But the market cap of Theta is 1 billion, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the market cap is the market cap is 12 billion.
I'm sorry. The circulation supply is 1 billion.
Yeah, 1 billion. But they're all in circulation. So that's where for us, actually, like the pumpamentals, that's like awesome. It's good for us because we're at this market cap. If we're only releasing a small percentage every couple months, starting 6 months from now, dude, you know what I mean? Like the money is in the next couple months.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So AIOS already we have a smaller market cap. I mean, I'm sorry, tokens out in circulation.
Yeah, and the release, why? Because they lent so many to the network. They lent so many to the network, and then the main team doesn't start even for another 6 months. So till October, the main hold of coins are still on lockdown. So it's going to be
look at the historical data. See when those
For
tokens
Theta?
are launched. Yeah, I want to see what was the date that it launched. If you look there where it says
Sorry, I got it. Right here we have Thursday 7th. Oh no, not even here.
If anything, let me see if I can find it.
Down here we have at 27 cents, January 2018.
Okay, so it's been out that long. Wow.
Yeah, and that was bro. They caught the end of the bull market, so they kind of got the last bull market. They got a little bit of the short end of that stick. But imagine this is us right now in Aioz. You know what I mean? And we're in the middle of a bull market, so I'm pretty bullish on this project.
Yes. I love it. I like right now that you show me Theta actually has 1 billion tokens out in circulation. Wow, Aioz only has, what was it, 32 million right now at the time, right?
Yeah.
Out in circulation. So that's insane. So that is a potential, guys, that that Aioz could actually reach to, looking at Theta's numbers. And mind you, that it is going to be really a better platform overall. Okay, so let me go back. I'm looking at Theta. Let me go back to
Sorry, every time, maybe that's one thing they could work on, that every time you turn off the volume, it turns it back on every
so the circulating supply right now for Aioz, it is 38 million right now at the time, which is great. Okay, so good stuff. I'm really liking it. Especially knowing now that Theta has 1 billion out in circulations, and just
look, I was going to share one more thing quickly here. This was the closest competitor to a YouTube thing that I've seen. There's a couple like Library and forgot the name of another one, DTube, which is like a decentralized YouTube. But they just took a dump and they never like recovered. You know what I mean? So they took the initial dump in November and just have not bounced back. So I see Aioz definitely taking the marketplace where you could. It's a lot. This just straight up looks like a fork of YouTube, like a branch off of YouTube, but kind of like done halfway. You know what I mean? Aioz is where I see the marketplace, like the emergence of all three of those platforms come together. You know, the closest thing, the truest thing to what would be a YouTube decentralized counterpart. Theta is more like a Twitch. So I could see the similarity when you're looking at the nodes, like the node ideals are kind of similar, like it's the same concept, but the actual program it's a very different platform. They're not the same. Twitch and YouTube each have their own place, you know? So nobody's really ruled this area yet, I think, in a decentralized world.
No, at all. And mind you, I say Aioz, I know you say Aioz, but they've been working on this now, guys, like I said, for like 3 years now. This is the team, by the way. I didn't want to go ahead and surpass this, but this is the team right now, right? We're looking at the founder, Ermin, and then there's the rest of the team, guys. I believe it's around 30 solid developers, okay, engineers, professionals at blockchains. They have their advisors, and then of course, right, the partnership. You're looking at the BSC pad, right? Of course, because you're trying to go ahead and get this through PancakeSwap, which I recommend instead of Uniswap. And I do it through the Trust Wallet. You can also do it through the MetaMask.
What I love is, I was gonna say, I don't know if you've seen Innovian, the projects that they kind of been part of. So they've been part of some major, if you want to, right, I could just read them off of here.
Go ahead and pull it up.
Yeah, so we got, you know, let's start off with the ones that we know. Polkastarter, Terra Virtua, which I think some of us, that coin's treated pretty good. I'm not sure what the R stands for, but you got Yield, Ocean, Dia, Paid Network, Acropolis, that's AKRO, the ticker. So we're talking about coins that we all know about already. And just to have this added to that portfolio, it's pretty wild. And then the Kyle Chase factor, which he's brought on as one of the consultants.
Yes.
Look at the experience, man. So he's a CEO of Paid Network, which is a lot more than just a launchpad. You know, Anarchy X, which is, I really like that. It's a cool NFT platform, gaming platform. You know, you're looking at years of experience and so many projects that they're interconnected with that have yet to hit the market. These are just some projects that he's been part of in the last like 4 or 5 years. So there's a lot of room here, I think, for Aioz to grow. And once we start capturing like that network effect and people start knowing Aioz as the streaming YouTube video place in the Theta network, I really don't know where we could go, because I wouldn't even use Theta as a comparable. Like the 12 billion market cap, I'm very like conservative, but also the part of me that has seen, like, I don't want to cap my growth. There's been nobody really fill this gap. So I almost don't even want to cap it by Theta. It's all going to be dependent on how quick that this team could put together those strategic alliances, get this platform up and running, and really provide a working use case. And those are the things that you guys want to keep looking out for. So it's not a Theta thing. It's really like it's its own network, man. You know, and that's why I believe in it. I love it, man. I'm gonna write it, see what happens.
Yeah, what it's offering is going to be way better than Theta.
Yeah,
but it's, like I said, it's on how they're actually going to be able to deliver.
Yes.
So if they deliver strong, then guys, this is a project you do not want to go ahead and miss out on. As well, myself or Digital Native, none of us are financial advisors, by the way. All right, we have to go ahead and say that.
I'm a marketing expert, man. That's it.
We're not financial advisors, guys. So, you know, do your own due diligence. Like you said, go on their Telegram. You could also join my Discord channel. You could reach out to Digital Native, subscribe to him as well. I'm going to post this link at the end, and it is already pinned on the stream as well, guys. But now let's talk about how to actually buy this. Let me read some of these questions. Daniel D, man, I'm excited the more I hear, bro. Yes, and that's what the stream is about. And that's why I'm glad that I got Digital Native here, guys, because I was not able to bring this information as clear as daylight as Digital Native is doing it, because I'm already involved in so many projects. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and bring them on here. So I'm glad that you guys are actually getting some great information out of this. When can we buy the coin? The coin is already out. However, for running the nodes is just test tokens. But let me go to Sweffens for this. I sent some AIOS to my AIOS wallet. Too bad it's just test tokens. But Sweffen, what Digital Native is saying is that they might actually have an incentive for this test tokens now. So that's still on standby. All right, we still do not know what's going to happen, but you might actually get an incentive for running those nodes and having those test tokens. Let me see. It's going.
I would be careful, right? I would keep your tokens on the test node for now until they release the next set of instructions. Because if they do like, let's say a screenshot of how many test tokens you've ran, you want to have them there showing. So going forward, like I'm still running my nodes. I had stopped running them, but I started running this one. I have one on another computer when they said that they're going to be incentivizing early users of the platform. And let's just see, you know what I mean? Let's see how they go about it.
So, okay. So should you have your test tokens on the nodes or on the wallet?
No, I have them still on my node. Let me I'll pull it up real quick. I have them
here. If they do the screenshot.
Yeah. So they'll give you your own wallet, right? And I have my balance currently resting right here. You know, I have not withdrawn anything. I haven't put an address or anything. I'm just running them on here. And I'm doing that just in case, like when I heard him say, hey, we're going to incentivize our users, our early adopters. I said, hey, you know what? I'll let them see. I'll make it easy. I don't want to be one of those guys like, you know, I have a bunch of stuff going on. I'm married. I have other trades I'm getting involved in. I just want to make it easy. If they do a snapshot, man, I want all my tokens right there.
Okay. So leave it on the node for now. Frankie Boy. So since this isn't financial advice, if you had $1,000 to invest, would you right now or wait until you see a dip?
Well, I would say, are you a degen or not? No, I'm joking. Don't say that. Man, is that 1,000 completely, or is that like? I don't know. It just depends. My safest thing was, you know, I could have made more money, but I know it more than making a lot of money. It saved me from losing money. It's just cross averaging in and just have a healthy portfolio. Coins like this, dude, you know, I wouldn't put more than 5% of a portfolio into something like this. Honestly, because imagine if it hits what Theta, you know, if we're hitting billions of, you know, this could eventually become a coin. If you don't sell anything, that could become 80% of your portfolio. You know, I don't know, man. Not financial advisor. I just have to take that card.
You got to do your due diligence, bro. So let me see, Master Chief. What's up, bro? I got to give Master Chief, man,
a special thank you from the heart.
Master Chief, man, what's going on, bro?
You get Beerus, bro, to say what's up. What's up, man?
Beerus, that's from Dragon Ball Z, right?
There you go, bro.
Oh, man.
You got a God of Destruction, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So to wrap it up, right? Master Chief, appreciate that super chat, man. Thanks for being on here on the live stream, guys. Everybody on here as well, guys. Hope you guys smash the like button. All right. Remember, it is free to smash the like button. So now, are you buying your AIOS, or do you plan on buying them through MetaMask or through the Trust Wallet?
I've been doing it through MetaMask. just because I like the usability of going back and forth a lot quicker, and then I could just take it off chain pretty easy. But I do know that they had the Gate IO. You will be able to get, if you already have money on there, it's going to be cheaper. Obviously, you don't have to pay the crazy gas fees.
But besides that, it's going to be a lot more simple for you guys as well. I just want to bring that out there. So if you guys are not familiar with Uniswap, guys, be careful with Uniswap. It has crazy fees on there. I recommend PancakeSwap. But if you guys are not familiar with either of those two, I recommend you go to Gate.io, since I just found out they just started accepting Aioz.
Really quick, if you want to make share my screen, I'll just do a quick run through real quick of something here. So we're on my screen.
Yeah.
So look, the best way to find out where you can get coins is always going to be CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. You go to the coin because you want to get the exact contract address, make sure that it's the right one. And when you go to markets, usually it'll say overview. You want to click on markets. And here you're going to have where the coins are available. They haven't added Gate.io, but let's say you go to PancakeSwap. You click on it. It'll take you straight to the combo of those two. We know for sure it was added on Gate.io because they announced it today. So maybe you want to let them update it here. But this is going to be the safest route. It'll take you directly to where I don't have my Binance Smart Chain thing on here, but okay, it worked. You see, you get direct connect. So that's going to be the safest way to get the coins. Don't type it up. Go directly to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko and just go straight to the trading pair.
Let me go ahead and share my screen because I want to zoom in on that for the ones that are not familiar with it. Guys, so when you're on CoinGecko and you're looking at the AIOS network, my screen is showing, right? Yes, it is. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Right here's a contract address, okay? So you guys want to go ahead and copy paste this right here, right? So you're going to go ahead and click to copy. If you already have your Trust Wallet towards your PancakeSwap connected, then you already know how this works. Also, right with your Uniswap. But CoinGecko, guys, is very easy. And what he was saying here is the markets. For any type of coin on CoinGecko, you click on the markets, and it's going to tell you all the exchanges and places where you could actually go ahead and buy this token. All right. So, for example, PancakeSwap, right, is telling you Aioz, and you have the BNB, right, USD, Uniswap, Aioz, and ETH. Okay, so I will recommend PancakeSwap definitely out of those two.
Definitely.
But once again, guys, keeping it simple, all right? If you guys are not too familiar with Uniswap or PancakeSwap and the Trust Wallet, just go to Gate.io, all right, and keep it very simple for you guys. And once you have a lot of those tokens, then you want to look into something like a cold wallet, like the Trust Wallet, for example. But yes, guys, any other questions that you guys have, man? I think we've been on the live stream now for 1 hour and 12 minutes. So I appreciate all of you guys being on the live stream because it shows that you guys want to go ahead and actually diversify your portfolio and get into something, that could be a solid project. And guys, this is a solid project. It has good investors behind it, a good team behind it, and it's already in the works. All right, that they're just basically just working on it and making it better. So we're looking at the decentralized YouTube, basically a blockchain for YouTube. Very, very good stuff. Crypto Ape, great stream. Thanks. By the way, let me go ahead and show.
Bro, that was
no. I'm gonna highlight his comment. I saw it, but
I don't know. I don't know. I've never even looked it up. Like that was just.
It's a good question. It really is.
Yeah, no. My wife would kill me if I was promoting a porn platform. My wife would kill me. So as of what I'm aware of, I don't know.
Yes, but guys, this is Digital Natives YouTube channel. I already did go ahead and pin it, so you guys could actually go ahead subscribe to his channel. He's dropping a lot of good stuff on cryptocurrency, guys, and especially solid projects. All right, that he's talking about. And as you see right here, he has Aioz from the whitelist when it actually got released at 15 cents. Bullish news, which April should be a very bullish month, guys. Copying what it did in 2020, 2017, and 2018 with Bitcoin, all right? And the other altcoins should go ahead and follow, right? And then my top NFT coins. So he has very good stuff, guys, very good content for you to go ahead.
Yeah, it's a new channel, man. I just started off like about 2-3 weeks ago, and we've been getting a lot of traction. So I was actually surprised how good we've been doing. So I definitely appreciate all the love and, been just very grateful for the response from the community.
So yes, guys, I do recommend that you guys go ahead and subscribe. Follow to Digital Native. Good content, guys. I just don't bring anybody on here to my live streams. Pandora Box said this is beta, is a time to invest. And what I always say to you is that the time to invest into something, it's especially when it's new, it's when it is uncertain, because by the time that it becomes certain, it already took off. All right, and you missed that. You already missed that flight. And
I would say this also. That's something of us as traders, or we need to learn to look at projects and let it convince us. You know, I think a lot of times where I've seen so many people lose money is that they're looking for everything already convinced before they look into it, because they hear these crypto wonderland stories. Go in there and do your research and build the case. Go in there thinking these are all scumbags and they want to take my money. Go in there with letting it convince you of why you should invest into it. You know, we both have done our research, and you know, that's why we're talking about it. But you go in there with your own, you know, what we want to do is multiply knowledge. You know, if we could get you guys to go out there and replicate even better what we've done, our psychology breakdown of these projects, you know, you're going to be a successful trader. Don't be a you know, a mindless lamb running to the slaughter. Like go look in these projects, look at the Twitters. Are they posting? Don't invest in a coin that hasn't posted in 3 months. Don't put your money, the money that you worked hard and you sweated, you left your family to be in a place for 8 hours, you got paid, and then you put in a coin that hasn't posted or responded to anything on their Telegram in 5 days. Don't do that with your money. So look at these coins objectively, unemotionally, and build the bullish case or build the bearish case, and go into them unemotionally. You start putting the cases together. Oh, dude, I think this is going to crash. You know, they're going to release all the team tokens in 2 weeks. The price is going to dump. Forget what my emotions tell me. So I think that's the best way to kind of break that down. So cross averaging. Yeah.
That's a major problem that a lot of new amateur investors have. All right. The newbies coming in because they want to stick to one coin and, you know, just have that loyalty in it. And I always tell them, you know, read the pros with the cons. All right. Just don't read the pros about something. Always look at the cons at the same time. And when we talk about a coin and it doesn't meet your opinion, right, you have to go ahead and disattach from it emotionally. So that is a very great tip that Digital Native is actually giving you guys. All right. And that's something that we talk about. And I know some of you guys, I got to bring up Hank because we have Hank Dank and he comes here and he's a realist, right, when it comes to tokens. And I know that a lot of my community sometimes doesn't agree with his opinion, but it's always, guys, the pros with the cons. So that is some very good advice. And last but not least, guys, Brent Blackwell, you know, with the question, how are the fees since it runs on Ether, I guess he put?
I think I spent like $20 on the transaction
for Uniswap.
Yeah, and then my second one was like 30 something. So I probably spent like 50 on transactions. I've spent worse. So
yeah, Uniswap guys could get very expensive. Brent, Pancake Swap, the fees are very small. They're small. I think I pay 60 cents.
Yeah, I was gonna do the Pancake Swap, but the computer I was on was having it. So I was like, bro, I just want to
go out and buy it. Yeah, because the climb up. Yeah. So but yes, guys, I recommend Pancake Swap. It's a big difference when it comes to the fees. So let's go ahead and answer some of these questions now before we go ahead and wrap it up. Awesome info, bro. Sounds like a great investment. Thanks for that, God Almighty. Okay, back to the porn question. Actually, you know, all jokes aside, right? It's a permit. What? It's a permit porn. It would be a game changer because no other NFT platforms or crypto allow. Okay, so guys, I think that even though it is decentralized blockchain, I think there has to be some type of form of censorship. Okay. Why? Because we don't want to ruin it for the kids, all right, that are involved, the teenagers that are involved, the parents limiting their kids.
I agree.
There has to be some type of control. But besides porn, right? How about any type of terrorist organizations communicating through videos on this blockchain? All right. Let's say we have ISIS on here trying to recruit people, right? So there still has to be some type of control. But however, I think that it will be very positive when it comes to people's opinions. For example, when it comes to law enforcement, protests here in the United States, right? For example, this whole Black Lives Matter movement, Donald Trump getting censored. I think things like that, you know, it will go ahead and favor it because everybody has a different type of opinion. And I'm not here to tell you what mine is. I'm just telling you that it might favor those. But there has to be some type of control when it comes to porn for kids watching it, parents, restriction with the kids. And, you know, terrorist organizations. There has to be some type of
think they should put porn on it. I noticed every other crypto, like once they were accepted by like Pornhub or all these places, it got a little hype, but it did nothing for the long-term sustenance of the ecosystem. And, you know, YouTube, all these things, man, you want something user-friendly that you could download and put your kids on to watch. I'm not going to be there if they're going to have their first, you know, experience watching stuff they're not supposed to watch. Like, you lost me as a client.
Exactly.
You know?
And remember, guys, this is just like Vivi, all right? You need to have a great user-friendly experience. If there's no great user-friendly experience, AIOS is going to go to the ground. That AIOS token is going to the ground. It all starts with the platform. And if the platform is not friendly, is not easy to use, it's not user friendly, right? Then the token's going to go ahead and go down. They have to rely on their platform. They have to make that platform the best user friendly experience as possible. So there still has to be some type of control. But for censorship, I think it's going to have a lot of positive effects, but there still has to be some type of control. And who's going to control it? I'm not really sure, because this is still in the beta process. So it's a good question.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to have allowance, but as per like removing content or being able to find it, those are all parts of the development, I guess, of exactly where you're at, what you say. But the idea that you can't track it or you can't just shut it down from one location, I think is what makes it powerful. It's like, imagine, I forget, like the library in Alexandria that got burnt down. This can't get burnt down because it exists among us,
Yes. I know Lori, right? He's saying we wouldn't be here right now with e-commerce and the internet had it not been for porn industry. Bank controls everything. Crypto is to make obsolete banks. Listen, I agree with you, right? Decentralized means no type of control. I get what you're saying. But for this to work, there has to be some type of control. All right. So this is not just crypto. It's bringing in other type of users for this to actually work. So you have to also keep in mind for the safety of others and especially the children. So that's why I am in favor. There has to be some type of control when it comes to this platform, because there has to be a great user-friendly experience for this to actually go ahead and take off. So I completely understand you, Lori. And I know you had another question here. Pandora, I just don't want to invest my time into a platform to end up putting the rug and censoring any of my company's content. It's, if it's not for you, hey, that's all I can tell you.
Yeah, if you don't like it, then like you said, you're building your own
case. You gotta invest in it.
If it's not what you're looking for, if you want something that has to have porn in it, then this is not going to be the project. You know what I mean?
It's not the project for you. And that's what it is. But I'm in favor. There has to be some type of control.
And you also have to consider the what's it called, the generational gaps that are happening here. Like YouTube transcends generations. You have different generations using YouTube on their own level. You have baby boomers using it for songs from their back in the day. You have our generation doing videos like this. You have children, millennials and Gen Zs that grew up getting the majority of their education as little kids, walking around with, being outside, you always see a little kid with a tablet watching some sort of cartoon or whatever. So when you're thinking of cross generation, you're thinking of a very niche group of people. And I can't necessarily say that porn is the reason why the internet blew up. I don't really agree with that. I think there's a lot more wholesome, fuller things that you could put on platforms that will bring different people and streams together,
But with that said, I support Hugh Hefner. Always been a fan of Hugh Hefner. But that's it. But again, Lori, that is a matter of your opinion, right? And once again, look at your opinion and separate yourself from the emotions and see if this is right for you. And if it's not, then hey, man, go. Hopefully, you'll find something else that works for you. That's all I can tell you. But guys, any other questions that you guys have, go ahead and shoot them on here on the stream, guys. We'll probably go ahead and wrap this up in the next 2 minutes, guys. But Digital Native on here with us, guys. Go ahead, like and subscribe to his page. And let me go ahead and copy paste his YouTube channel just one more time, guys. It's already pinned on the chat, but I'm gonna go ahead and share it just with you guys just one more time. Let me open that up. Digital Native. There you go, guys. That is his YouTube page at the moment. Yeah, it's not a problem. Okay, so guys, any other questions before we go ahead and shut this down? Can you run us through Pancake Swap real quick, Alpha? I'm new out to this. I only know. I'm not gonna go ahead and do that because that's really gonna go ahead and extend the stream. Poor Man Printing. What I could tell you is join the Discord channel. Let me go ahead and paste my Discord channel on here, because I don't want to run this stream further, because that does take some time. Oh, I'm not sure. I know Pandora's online, but let me go ahead and paste the Discord channel on here. And by the way, Digital Native, are you on Discord?
No, I'm currently not.
Okay, well,
yeah, the whole YouTube thing is new to me, man. Over the next 2-3 weeks, I'll be unrolling all the socials, and I do have plans for a Discord, but currently haven't done it. Okay,
well, if you could get on Discord, then gladly, you could become part of our member on my Discord channel.
Dope, man.
Yeah, I'm sure people want to reach out to you. So, is there any type of way they could reach out to you right now?
Man, the best way is going to be the YouTube channel. And then from there, I have a Telegram group that I just started on there recently. So you'll see it on the links. And I have a bunch of content I'm gonna be posting up this week. I'm doing like a DeFi school of DeFi. So running through how to use Uniswap, like PancakeSwap, how do you make sure that you're going between token bridges so you could exchange ERC20 to BNB. So we're doing a whole kind of like DeFi school and kind of cryptos for beginner, as well as finding the DeFi gems, which is kind of like my biggest passion, you know. So yeah, man, it's all the stuff we got coming up. We have a good
it'll be awesome if you could join the Discord channel. If you could download
for sure.
Discord, then that'll be great. And also people could reach out to you there.
Let's do it. I'll be
I'm pretty sure that they're gonna have questions that you could really go ahead and touch up on with with your expertise.
Thank you, man, for sure.
Yeah. But either way, guys, Digital Native, appreciate, man, having you on the live stream. Poor Man Printing, just go ahead and reach out to me on Twitter or Discord. And, I could really go ahead and help you out for that. But, that'll be for a whole nother video on how to buy this with PancakeSwap and Uniswap. And if not, guys, Gate.io to make it simple. Digital Native, man, any last things you want to go ahead and say?
No, man, I think we nailed it. I think we covered everything. Thank you again for having me. And for those of you out there, man, just know this market. I'm not trying to be like that like the weight, like the gloom and doom guy, but I will say there are a lot of profits to be made in this market. But for everybody that's winning money, there's somebody else that's losing it. So just, man, have your goals, have your, AIOS is cannot be your only coin. Like, have a plan, have a strategy, have an exit plan, like some, we all want to go in this for millions. And, like, I really believe, like, faith, like when you believe something, it's going to happen. Have already a plan. Like when you have that money coming in, what percentages are you looking to grow in these coins before you start cost averaging out? I've seen people get these coins, ride them to the top, and then ride them all the way back down. So I think that's my final advice, man. But yeah, love you guys, man. Hey, thank you so much for having me. I love the channel. I'm gonna be with you tomorrow for the DeLorean drop, and so stoked to be with you guys in the comment section, man. So.
Hey, appreciate those words of knowledge, man. But yes, guys, go ahead and diversify. Don't put all your eggs, in one basket. I've been telling you guys this on almost all of my live streams, I think. All right. So one thing that he hit on is, man, the law of attraction, guys. You really picture something, you're going to go ahead and receive it. All right. But at the same time, you got to do the work. You don't do the work, there's not going to be no type of gains. But Digital Native, appreciate having you on the stream. DeLorean drop tomorrow, guys, with Omi, VV, doing big things. Digital Native, guys, go ahead, like, subscribe. And guys, Digital Native, again, appreciate having you on the stream. We expect you to be on Discord as well, man. So definitely download Discord, man. We appreciate
for sure. I'll be there
on there, guys. Thank you for being on the stream. Hit the like button. With that said, guys, always remember, stay alpha.